Hello, this is my presentation on Cristobal de Morales. Cristobal de Morales was born in Seville, Spain, sometime around 1500. Many aspects of his life are still unknown. There is no clear information available about his childhood or musical training growing up. While much of his childhood is unclear, scholars have found that, along with being a tenor, Morales also played organ. It was known from preserved documents and church records that he spent much of his life jumping from one maestro position to another, leaving his musical influence wherever he traveled to. In 1526, he was appointed Maestro de Capilla and made a salary of around 37,500 maravedis, which then doubled in 1529 as he was relocated to Plasencia. So here I have a picture of Spain, and in this corner is Seville, which is where he would have been born, and this is one of the notable areas in Seville. So next we have his works. He began his compositional career with a pair of motets written in 1539. Four-voice motets appeared to be his favorite style, as evident by 54 of the 88 he wrote falling under that category. His motets were mainly composed to fulfill sacred needs, with very few of them being secular. However, some of his madrigals were indeed secular and influenced by the poetry around him at the time. While he grew up in Seville, Spain, Morales also spent time in both Naples and Rome, which influenced him greatly. Some of Morales' best works were produced while in Rome, including his highly esteemed and widely recognized 16th set Magnificats. A Magnificat is a work that is included in the Catholic Mass, which is centered around the Virgin Mary. This was a major accomplishment during the time, as was his publishing of 16 masses in a single year, the year of 1544. Along with masses and magnificats, Morales composed a multitude of works including motets, madrigals, and lamentations. So here we have a picture of a few of his works, and today I'm going to be playing for you his Intrutus Requiem Aeternum. So that was just a little snippet from that piece. So we go back to the presentation now. So now we have his influence. Morales believed himself to be the true heir of Josquin, which can be seen in the way that he styled his compositions after him rather than his previous Spanish composers. Specifically, his Missa de Vita Virgin portrayed a strong resemblance to that of Josquin's work. His use of ostinatos in the piece strongly points to Josquin. His works rapidly became popular in the established music centers of Europe, as well as around the world, in the New World. Indicative of his posthumous recognition was the use of his music during the 1559 memorial of the Holy Roman Emperor and King of Spain, Charles V. His music even went as far as influencing Giovanni Palestrina and popular Spanish composer Francisco Guerrero. So right here, you have Francisco Guerrero, and then right here you have Palestrina. Morales experienced illness from 1535 onwards, experiencing short bouts of sickness. His sicknesses grew longer and longer as time went on, and he became very ill in August of 1547. Due to this, he resigned from his position of Maestro de Capilla at the Cathedral of Toledo. Around October 1553, Morales died. While Morales' music was widely known in the 16th and 17th century, it has, unfortunately, not retained that popularity into modern times. His impact on Western classical music can be seen in those composers and musicians he poured his influence upon. While his music may not live on popularly during this day and age, characteristics of it can be seen in those who followed him. And then, lastly, we have my 2 citations. Thank you very much.